fashion is my passion, and I will go forward with this.
It really is a great place to work, and I really do feel like I found a home here.
It's pretty much the sky's the limit, when you think about the different opportunities that exist.
I never thought that I would be able to produce television commercials in a retail environment.
I like to be my own boss, so I love it.
I love working with the public. I love working with all the different people.
Never is one day the same for me in my role. Always different, and I love that about my job.
What is retail exactly? By definition, it's selling goods and services to customers through stores. And at 2/3 of the economy, it's huge. Today, retail goes beyond traditional stores to the internet, catalogs, and television home shopping. Retail is also restaurants, hotels, supermarkets, furniture, hardware, and the latest electronic gadgets. And it's growing every year.
It's a big, big business that has both very deep tentacles in the local community that you happen to live in, broad exposure on a national landscape, and of course, now internationally. The retail industry is dynamic, it's moving, it's growing, it's a happening business.
It's also a great place to find a career.
The career aspects to working in retail are that it can start with the smallest position, but the growth potential, because you work with your communication skills, you learn to interact with people, to handle situations, to multitask, it can really jumpstart you and push you into another field.
The career opportunities in retail are vast and at every level, from large corporate companies with stores all over the world to single-store entrepreneurial businesses.
I handle marketing, from marketing to purchasing, to event planning, to accounting. So I do a little bit of everything to get this company started.
The retail business is good because you're your own boss. You own creativity. This is your salon. This is my day spa. This has a piece of me in here, of everything I do and how it looks is how I want it to be, and this is what I offer.
Retail is an industry where great ideas can lead to even greater possibilities.
I started out to get back in touch with the kid inside of me, that creative side. And my friend Katie, who was 10 years old at the time, she's 19 today, she and I were out looking for Beanie Babies. And she looked at one and she said, these are so easy, we could make these. And she meant go home and create a craft project. But I heard something different. I heard a much bigger idea. So we decided to start from scratch, and we invented Build-A-Bear Workshop that day.
It's the people business. It's a sales business, so you get to work in a business where you can drive results, but you get to do it with and through people. And I think it's a lot of fun.
There are so many jobs, possibilities and career possibilities in retailing. Just in our small company at Build-A-Bear Workshop, we have lawyers, accountants, people in product development, people in construction, and real estate negotiations. I think for me, the retail business was absolutely the perfect career. I've been places I never thought I would go. I've been all over the world. I've been on television shows. I've been in book tours. I've been doing so many things that would never have been possible. But the retail business is so vast, and there's so many opportunities and so many new ideas that can be brought to the table. It's the greatest career, and it can take you to places in your heart that you never thought were possible.
The career opportunities within large retail companies are as varied as the retail industry itself.
I think people probably perceive retail careers as being limiting, and I actually think that they're just the opposite. From the things that I've seen, if you go into a career and you want to be in business and you're not exactly sure what kind of a business you want to get into, retailers, they're kind of like a mega mall of career opportunities.
I'm a paralegal, and I work in the advertising and promotions team. Essentially what I do is I draft and negotiate advertising-related agreements, sponsorships for sports teams, music. Oftentimes an artist will come to us and say, we want to have the U2 tour sponsored by Best Buy, and those type of arrangements, we would put together a contract for it, help them negotiate the terms of the agreement.
There's a buzz when you work in retail. There's an energy of the day-to-day because retailers need to be close to market with consumers. We don't have tremendous amount of lead times in terms of the work that we do. So there's a lot of things that change. And if you can thrive on that, it's a great place to be.
We have an internal advertising agency here at Best Buy, and we produce and create all of our own commercials internally. It's a gas. I'm never bored. It's always a challenge. It's always interesting.
The one thing that I love about being at Best Buy, and I'm pretty sure it's probably the same in a lot of different retailers, is the passion and the energy. because you can't really teach that, you know? We have a lot of people here that are really passionate and they really love what they do.
Honestly, coming out of college, I probably never thought about going into retail. It's something that I thought about after I'd been out a little bit longer in the business, and I was looking at the different industries that I was in and trying to figure out why I wasn't as excited about it. And when I was looking for a position, retail excites me because it's something I can relate to because I'm a consumer. We're all consumers. So then you have to figure out, well, what part of retail are you interested in? What is it that kind of trips your trigger? And then focus your energies around that.
If I were to give people advice about building a career and looking at retailers, I would go with the brands that are near and dear to you, because when you think about working for companies, you always want to work for a company that you respect and that you feel treats their people right. And if you feel like you've been treated well as a customer, probably a good sign that you'll be treated well as an employee there too.
For me, personally, I can say with absolute conviction and absolute integrity that looking back met all of my expectations looking forward in this industry. I'm glad I made the choice. It's very gratifying, but at the end of the day, it's a career that offers enormous amount of promise.
If you like being part of a team, doing something you're passionate about, working with people, and being well rewarded for your efforts, then go where the opportunities are. Go retail.